Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you a DBD discussion video. With the mid-chapter PTB being out and quite a few videos, I've seen a lot of people have the discussion of which of the baddies are the biggest winners and the biggest losers of the patch. And I decided that I wanted to stir the pot a little because I think everybody immediately went, oh, the twins are the biggest winners of the patch. They suffer so much when people can heal quickly, and well, with Dead Hard being less prevalent, hopefully, there will be things that people can't deal with. You can use Victor to catch up to people, you can sprint burst Lithe, or whatever it may be. Everybody went to the twins. But I think there's an even bigger winner that benefits from the same changes as twins and even more. Oni. Don't know why we didn't consider Oni for this role because, hey, if Oni has better access to his power, well, it means that a lot of people are going to have a bad time. Especially when we factor in other things such as perk balancing, in which Gearhead, something that I predict will be very good, will play a role because there's a difference of the mobility between Oni and the twins. You see, with the twins, while you are mobile around the map, you can't see auras. Oni still can. So, as long as somebody is injured and Gearhead is proccing for those 30 seconds, that is what you will hear. Oni will be chasing people down and putting them down because Oni is one of the few that will be able to make use of the information that you would get from more things like Gearhead and more orbs to collect because people will be injured for longer if the changes go live as they have been presented to us, of course. But of course, there's another person that is a pretty big winner. Wraith. Oh, the Wraith Mage that I've seen come out of the woodworks to preach and praise how much they are finally happy that they don't have to worry about flashlights anymore. And, well, the Wraith also benefits from the same things that the others do. If it takes people longer to heal and using Nurse's Calling, well, you have a better chance of sneaking up to those people as Wraith and not getting punished for simply existing. Yes, Wraith is a very good contender for who benefits the most. But then we also have Hag. Someone who really suffered by people being able to heal at rapid rates. Franklin's felt like a necessity both due to medkits as well as flashlights, which have been changed for pretty much everyone. Hag, yes, no longer will be at the mercy of flashlights, disabling all the traps, but I think there's still some room for error with this. A lot of people are saying that it takes not enough time for the traps to be disabled. I don't know. I'll have to play around with that a little bit more, but Hag is also a winner. But then we also have somebody who got nerfed, but weirdly enough, might still be very good in the upcoming meta if, again, it goes as is. The Cenobites. Yes, Chatterer and Pinhead. If chain hunts will happen, well then there's a lot to be done during that time. Now, I did say that Cenobites got nerfed. You can no longer stand on the box for the funny haha chain hunt shenanigans, but if heals take longer, you're probably going to be interrupting people a lot more with the chain hunts than ever before. That's most of who I think to be the general overall big winners of the upcoming patch. Of course, you have Executioner still, Pyramid Head, who cages will no longer grant safety as they ever have, but in the sense that Dead Hard, well, uncaging somebody won't give Dead Hard. So Pyramid Head gets you a little bit stronger even more, as well as Kinship has been changed to no longer affect the Pyramid Head cages. Was it affecting them before in such a massive counterplay? I don't think so, but it should be worth noting that Pyramid Head is a pretty big winner in this patch as well. So, looking over all of those, please, in the comments below, tell me who you think is the biggest winner of this patch. Some people have claimed that Nerfs got buffed too. I don't think she's nearly as enough of what people need to say to be one of the biggest winners. So, let me know what you think about those. But then we move on to the biggest losers of the update for the bad guy side. And of course, everybody can take a moment to talk about Billy. I've talked about Billy, everyone's talked about Billy, you've all heard. Poor Billy is getting hit pretty bad, and something that people are thinking is going to be a buff and then adjustments, I don't see it, nobody sees it, because if you play this game, you know that the nerfed engravings and overall the overheat mechanic way it's going to be working is a lot more of a nerf than need be. But then with the visual heartbeat tear radius situation, there's some more losers. Oddly enough, we're nerfing the Onryo once more. And it gets even worse because one of her teachables is going to be not very good on top of it too. Yes, apparently the visual heartbeat tear radius thing applies to lullabies too, which is why a stealth bad guy has a lullaby. Who knows? That is truly perplexing and will probably make Sadako a little, well, I shouldn't even say a little more, definitely will make her weaker, but if you're already fighting for the bottom, isn't much of a move down. But speaking of lullabies while having stealth, I think something that's pretty weird is what might happen to Freddy. As everybody knows, Freddy is a bad guy that depends a lot on letting the gens still be in the game. Once they are all popped, you no longer can teleport to them. So with less gens slow down and people speeding up gens in retaliation to not healing, or in retaliation to the healing speed I should say, you're going to find that you're going to be just an M1 bad guy with snares, cause shout out YouTube, a lot more often than not. Now, some people are saying that you can offset this with gen blocking perks, but guess what? If the gen is blocked, Freddy can't teleport to it. So, that is pretty bad, and it gets possibly worse. I have to try something a little bit more, but Freddy also has a lullaby for anybody that is within the dream world. You go oblivious, excuse me, but instead you hear a lullaby, so will the visual tear radius play a part there? Who knows? If anything, it'll just be persistent and very annoying, but maybe that'll emit some real danger. Then, of course, Clown took a hit who probably didn't need them, but I don't know if it's more significant. And yes, Pig did get nerfed. Kind of. I know I joke, I kid. But, frankly, if you tell people that they can move faster while crouched, that's just going to be a noob trap in which people are going to actually think that it's worth putting on. And it's not. So, I think that actually counts as a loser as well, if you ask me. That's pretty much most of the roster. Dredge might be a little bit more popping off because of the hit and run style being there, and Golerphoba being more punishing on somebody with a large tear resist mastermind. And Skull Merchant, well, she just exists overall in this game. So, overall, I think that's pretty much where we lie as it currently stands with the PTB being out on who will be the biggest winners and losers, given what we know. Exhaustion perks will change, but most everybody can deal with the sprint bursts and the lives. If you are a 110 bad guy, you can still hit them. That's what separates Dead Hard right now. If somebody Dead Hards your 110 projectile, that's pretty bad. Now mind you, they couldn't do that with Slinger, but hey, You're already doing fine as Slinger anyway. So yeah, tell me your thoughts down below on if I'm completely off of my rocker at thinking that the biggest winner will be Oni. But, you know, I can see other claims being made. I can see the other arguments. And, you know, tell me if other people are going to be hit harder than poor Billy. Or the Unreal. So, who knows? You know? If you liked the video, like it. Got a comment from me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.